What is that attitude you have towards your skills and abilities? Do you accept and trust yourself? Do you have a sense of control in your life? This takes us to today's topic, self-confidence. Once again, you're welcome to my channel, Inside Life with ourself, where today we're going to be talking about the notion of self-confidence and self-esteem. If you're just joining me for the first time, remember to click the subscription button. And always remember to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining me. We must make a distinction between self-confidence and self-esteem. Why self-confidence is about who you are. Self-esteem is about what you can do. So basically, we'll be discussing about 3 types of self-confidence. The first is the inflated self-confidence. In this situation, the person feels you are better off than every other person, and therefore they tend to underestimate the others. So this is a very negative self-confidence, because it's okay to feel confident about yourself, but it's not okay to always feel you are better than everybody around you, and therefore they tend to underestimate others. You don't underestimate someone. You are not God to underestimate people. You don't know people's potentials. Some people have not even been given that platform, to expose their potentials. So not because they've not exposed it makes you feel you are the best. No. Usually you are not the best at all points. So of course that's a negative criterion, because you are not super. Yes, what makes you think you're super? You're not super. And you don't have to underestimate others, because for real, you don't even know those others you are underestimating. Yes, you're not always the best. It's okay to trust your abilities. It's okay to accept yourself. It's okay to know you have control, in your life. But it's not okay to feel you're more than everybody. So that is it, the inflated self-confidence. Now you have the second type, which is low self-esteem. Okay, these are people who don't have confidence in who they are and in what they can do. In other words, they feel they are not good enough. They don't have confidence in their abilities. They don't have confidence in their skills. They don't accept themselves, because they feel like they are maybe lacking in one way or the other. They feel like they are incompetent. So it's also a negative self-confidence, because it makes you afraid. You don't want to do anything because you just feel like people will not like it. Basically, these are terms you usually use in a day-to-day life. You hear somebody say, I get come for myself. I get a confidence on myself. I know I can do it. You can't do that to me. I get confidence on myself. So that's just what confidence means. Confidence is just a way of saying you have that, it's your attitude. What attitude do you have towards yourself? Is it a negative attitude? Are you that person who always says, like, people, when I go there, I'll never do it well? Why will you never do it well? What have you done to make sure you do it well? Instead of condemning yourself, you never do it well. People will never appreciate me. So you don't want to do anything because you feel like people will not appreciate it. People will not like it. You're not good enough. You're not beautiful enough. You're not intelligent enough. You always put yourself in a negative side of things without even trying. So it is bad, because it makes you afraid, it makes you lonely. You always try to stay away from people because, you feel like you don't fit in the society. So that's people they call people with low self-esteem, and it's very dangerous because it can lead you to depression. Imagine you feel like you're not enough, you feel like you're not wanted. So people with low esteem, they're afraid, they don't want to make mistakes, they're afraid of trying because they don't want mistakes, and they don't want to hurt people. They just want to be on their own. They just want to be there unnoticed. Because you always feel everything you bring is negative. I don't know. So it's very bad to have low self-esteem. We have some people, maybe their background, maybe grew from a suffering home. You have some people because of their races. You have some people because of the society. They don't look at them like, like fit. So they grow up with that in their mentality. Then now we have the third form of self-confidence, which is called high self-esteem. So with high self-esteem, you hold yourself in positive regard. It doesn't mean you love everything about yourself, no. It's just that you've learned to celebrate your successes. You learn to challenge your weaknesses. And you've learned to be strong. So people with high self-esteem, they know that it is okay, to have ups and downs in life. But then they always look at the positive side of things. Sometimes you may even wonder whether maybe they have something else they are seeing different things from what you're seeing. Their positivity keeps them going because that is what matters to them. They work on their weaknesses, they celebrate their successes, and they appreciate life. So that is, the people who have, a high self-esteem. High self-esteem doesn't mean you look at yourself as perfect. No, not really. It means you see things from a positive perspective. Yes. So you understand that it is okay for you to have failures. Work on your failures, so that next time they'll be positive. And you understand that you have to celebrate successes. And then you celebrate life, the good of life. So that is it about people with high self-esteem. Their courage keeps them going. So after examining the different types of self-esteem, I'll be giving you some tips on how to build your self-esteem. One of the first tips is you should love and be nice to yourself. Yes, we have so many people out there who don't love themselves, who are not even nice to themselves. They want to be other people. Do you understand? They don't find time to understand what they want, what makes them happy, who makes them happy. So maybe they can go close to people who make them happy, go close to people who are positive in their life. They don't. All what they care about is, because if you love yourself, then you learn to do the things that make you happy. You will be with the right people at the right time. You will avoid negative people. They don't love themselves. They wish they were this other person. They wish they could their bodies could be built like this other way. Learn to love yourself. It is very important. If you don't love yourself, you cannot give love. Learn to love yourself and accept yourself for who you are. You see that innermost voice that tells you, you can do it, you can do it. Don't joke with that voice. Because we have our different skills and abilities that God has given to us. So use your ability. Use your skill that God has given to you. Don't do what this other person is doing because that is a person you like. Follow what God has given to you. Let's learn to love ourselves. Let's learn to exploit ourselves. Let's learn to make ourselves happy by going to the right places, being with the right people, doing what we like. But there is no way you can give love if you don't love yourself. That's the bitter truth. Before you give love, you must be able to love and accept who you are. Yes, let's learn to love ourselves. Let's learn to accept ourselves the way God has made us. And let's learn, second tip on how to be your self-confidence is that you should be you. Yes, don't try to be other people who you are not. Be you. Everybody is unique. Everybody is different. Don't copy other people. We have some people who copy from what the other people eat, how they live their lives, what they wear, how they dress. You are two different people, for God's sake. and everybody is unique in his own way. So let's learn to be who we are. Let's not copy others. We have so many people who copy others. We have so many. As you see them in group, the three of them, the same, you're well dressed, the same hairstyle, the same dress. Even if you don't even have the same shape, you go just because your friend likes this thing, that is what you like. It is this copy attitude that you don't want to be who you are, that makes you to start competing with your friends. You compete. Oh, but look at this one. This trouser fits this one more than the other one. And why is this gown? Why does it fit you more than me? And you start pushing yourself in stress that doesn't even make sense. You forget that you are you and you are unique. And you have what it takes to be you. That only you can fit in that. Let's learn to understand that we are different from other people. You're different from your siblings. You're different from your best friend. You're different from even your identical twin sisters. You guys have two different characters. Two people can never be the same. So accept who you are and live on your path. The third tip of how to build your self-confidence is that you are not perfect and every other person makes mistake. Yes, it is very okay to make mistakes. You're not the only one who makes mistakes. Other people make mistakes. So don't kill yourself, don't crucify yourself because you made a mistake. It is okay to make mistakes as human beings. You're not perfect. They too who may stand to condemn you are not perfect. Strive to be perfect, but no, you can never be perfect. There is no perfect being, so you'll not be the first to be there. So what we have to do is we have to work towards perfection, but then put it in your mind that you can never be perfect. Number four, focus on what you know you can change. Focus on what you know you can change. Now, some of us spend time, to try to get worried about the things that we cannot change about ourselves, that we don't like. But you can never change it. That is who you are. So, to build your self-confidence, it's advisable to forget about what you know you can change. Just learn to live with them, learn to love them, because that is you. And then work on what you know you can change. Yes, change the things you know you can change and forget the ones you know you can change. I hope I've made myself clear. Because there are things beyond our control and there are things which are not beyond our control. So what do? You identify what you know you can change and then you work on it. And what you know you can't change, you live with it. That's all about life. And you live happily with it. About building your self-confidence, rule number 5. Be with the people who make you happy. Yes. Forget the people who stress you. Forget the people who bring negativity into your life. No. Go with those who keep you happy. So you always have time to smile. You have time to be positive, because when you're happy, you're definitely positive. And you forget about your stress. So be with the people who make you happy. I think you need them. To make you strong, to make you know, okay, it's not just all about negativity, it's not just all about sadness. There is the good time as well. It builds your confidence by being happy. You're not sad, you're not lonely, you don't feel, unwelcome. You don't feel like rejected. So you make sure you be only with those kind of people, the people that bring the positivity out of you. Like I always say, there are two types of persons. You have those who bring the best in you and those who bring the monster in you. So in this case, try to associate with those who bring out the best in you. Now, the last but not the least of the tips of building self-esteem is that you should be a good pal. Yes, it's very important to be a good friend. Be a reliable friend. Because in as much as you help others as a good friend, it makes you feel satisfied because at that point in time, you feel relevant. You were responsible for somebody's happiness. That's so positive about you. Let us be a good pal. Let's be receptive. Be somebody someone can rely on. Can call on you, for positive vibes. Let's be confidential. Let's be nice. Let's be good. By so doing, it makes us, build our own confidence because, it's very good to have someone who can rely on you. Imagine, okay. And all this greater confidence makes you brand new. You're able to take smart risks. You're fearless because you're different. Your mentality just changed. So when you build that confidence, you know what you want, exactly what you want, and you're able to walk towards that. You don't feel neglected. You don't feel dejected because you know what you want and you go for exactly what you want. So it's always good to build your confidence. You don't fear anymore. The fearful person is now the fearless. You go out there because you understand who you are. So it makes you, a completely different person. So let's work on that confidence. It's very, very important. And now when your confidence is low, the effects, yes, you may suffer from depression, anxiety, loneliness. It may even give you issues with your spouse at home because you feel like you're not good enough. So it's always very good to build your confidence. You know who you are, know where you're going to. Be that great person. Don't limit yourself. Let's fight this together. Let's build our confidence so that together the world will move forward. We need people with confidence. We need people who can dare, and you cannot dare if you don't have confidence. Thank you very much. Let's work this together. Thank you all for watching, and let's make an effort to build our self-confidence. Remember to always like, share, and comment. Those who haven't subscribed yet, should please subscribe. Stay blessed. See you in the next video. Bye.